You were born sex positive. You were born a freak.
I was born a freak.
She's born a freak.
Yeah, I came out the womb. Hi guys, this is Mandii B, one half of the WHOREible Decisions podcast. I'm excited. I'm about to talk sex here with Shan Boody. So I hope that you guys enjoy. If you like our conversation, be sure to follow me at Full Court Pumps everywhere.
Hi there.
Hey girl.
I'm so excited, and that's excited with two S's, to have you today. I also feel like there's nothing I'm going to ask you that you haven't already covered.
No. It's weird because the more I talk with people, I'm like, I've definitely said this already. Like, fuck, like, someone, can I say fuck?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay.
This is going to get demonetized regardless.
Okay.
If you saw Weezy's interview. As soon as the first 3 minutes began, I was like, yeah, this is demonetized.
Yeah, we don't make money on YouTube either.
Yeah, it's okay.
They're like, oh, they're talking about sucking dick again.
Yeah. So I'd like to start as far back as we possibly can. And that to be said, when is the first time that you acknowledged your sexuality, your sexual self?
Early. Like, I think that this is also something that isn't talked about often. I remember like hunching my teddy bears. I remember playing house with my mom's friends' kids or my dad's girlfriend's kids, and us like just rubbing on each other because there's a sensation there, and literally just trying to figure ourselves out. I would sneak to watch porn when I went to my friend's house because her brother had a computer. I don't know, sneaking to talk sex with Sue Johansson and Bliss that came on at night, and it was super softcore porn because it played on TV, but just like really being interested in sex and everything around it. And again, I grew up in the 90s, so Uncut was on TV. I'm seeing ass, I'm seeing, just beautiful human beings embrace their bodies and things like that. So I knew for a while like that I would kind of be a sexual being. I remember having the talks with my teachers, like I was fast and I was like, but I'm not even kissing or hunching or like, I thought tongue kissing was the most disgusting thing in the world, but it was also just my body. So being in school, I couldn't wear short skirts that maybe a smaller girl could because of my curves. I had probably C or D breasts in middle school and high school, my thighs. So I think just for a long time, I was sexualized or deemed as someone sexual, even when I wasn't trying to be.
But during that transitional period where you were getting all these negative messages, you were being told that like your body needed to be covered up,
yes,
and that you were fast even though you weren't sexually active.
Yes.
How was your friend circle around you in either debunking those myths or promoting them?
Oh no, they promoted them. My friends definitely started having sex way before me, so it was just like a thing to do. Mm-hmm. Like by 16, I think every one of my friends had sex. So I think that conversation needs to even have, like, we're having sex early. A lot of everyone that I know had sex early, and we're acting like it's not happening. It's happening. So just having the conversations earlier, because had me and my mom had the conversations that we're comfortable having now, I probably would have seen sex a lot differently. But who's to say that she was in a space where she knew? I don't think any of us really have that sex talk. We learn sex as we go.
Yes. To me, sex education is like the longest running bad joke, because your grandma and you can relate about how inept and shitty it was. You and your mom can relate, and probably you and your friend who has a daughter who's in middle school. You guys can all be like, it's a waste of time. It's a joke. I didn't learn anything. Right. But we know through the power of research, conversation, honest discussion, and dialogue, how much it's transformed our lives.
Absolutely. And that's why I think I'm so open with having all my conversations, because we shouldn't be disgusted or shamed about even the conversation of sex. We should be able to talk about it the same way we talk about sports, the same way we talk about our favorite books, the same way we talk about our hobbies. It's something that is a part of our life. And I just hate that there is just the stigma, the taboo, the shame surrounding something that we all do.
You were born sex positive. You were born a freak.
I was born a freak.
She's born a freak.
Yeah, I came out the womb. Making sure something was in my mouth. Go ahead.
You had this notion in middle school that once you started having sex, it would be opening Pandora's box.
Yes.
So now take me through to the place where you started.
High school.
Exactly.
Is when I had sex for the first time. The first person I had sex with was actually my crush from middle school. And he was maybe 2 grades above me, but I got to high school, I was braiding his hair. I said, yeah, come over, let me braid your hair. Braid my hair, come on and braid my hair. And there we go, it happened. I feel like it's it's probably the most uncomfortable space to be having sex, because I look back and there were older men that I was having sex with. They were 21, 22. I remember even, what was it, my junior or senior year of prom, my boyfriend was above the age to where he could even come. I think he was 22. And we look at a 4-year gap as adults like, oh, that's nothing. But yeah, when I'm an impressionable teenager and you may just be hotter to me because you have a car or your own apartment, it's just like, it kind of sucks that those conversations aren't had more. Like, don't go and fuck the guy who's 24 even though you're 17. That's not okay. Yeah. You're still not at a space where you need to be dealing with someone at that age.
What would you say, if you met a 16, 17-year-old now who was having experiences with older men?
Sexually active. Yeah. I think my immediate question would be like, what does that person want from you? Really just asking someone who's 16 or 17 years old, having sex with someone who's 22, 23, 24. Why are you guys having sex? Like, is he introducing you to people? Is this something that do you view him as a life partner? Even looking at that, we can have high school sweethearts and guys our age and like, oh my God, be obsessed with them. But these older guys, I don't think those feelings were had with me or any of my friends. We were just hooking up with older guys. Mm-hmm. And it was brag-worthy because they had cars and jobs or their own apartments, or, oh my God, they took me here. But they didn't have anything to them.
Did it make you feel like sex was all that you had to offer?
For a little bit, yes. Yes. And then that's the thing too. We come in thinking that our pussies are the best. We come in thinking, oh, my body is banging. They're gonna like view me as more than, or if I'm sloppier with my head, it's gonna be better than whoever else he's having sex with. So yeah, we go in thinking that we're special.
I always say to people too, like, sex is a part of a healthy, balanced diet. So it's like, a yes. full life. You're focusing on your family, your friends, your career, your self-growth, your yes. self-love, your self-care, and then sexuality should be a healthy component of it. Yes. Do you feel like sex, when you first began it, was a healthy addition to your life?
I mean, I just was having it. I was having sex with so many people, and then I was just like, why did I got nothing from it. I wasn't even coming. I wasn't orgasming. At the young age, I don't even think men were focused on whether I was pleased or not. I was also getting head without being able to vocalize. I really don't even like head. So I was allowing people to do things to me because they wanted to do it without me even being able to vocalize. And I really don't even like that. Ow, you're hurting when you're sucking my tit. Outside of me just allowing him to suck on my titty. Like, there was a lot of things that I was allowing men to do that I didn't like, but I figured if it was pleasing them and that's what they wanted to do, I was gonna let them do it to me. So it was bad. It was a whole bunch of bad, unhealthy, pointless sex.
When did you start defining what you like in sex, and how did you find the courage to start vocalizing that?
Maybe like 23, 24. So it just started the narrative with the people I was talking to, being able to say, I like when you do this, but I don't really like when you do this. Does it turn you on though? If it's something you like, let's compromise. So it almost became just more like, let's make sure we're doing this for each other, yes. not just for one person. I started having partners where they were just as open with experimenting. They were open with both of us just seeing our limits. And when I started getting those partners, that's when I was like, oh, this is the sex I want. I don't want to go back.
Now, you said you don't like oral. Was that before or
No, I don't like head. I like giving head. So, and I deal with women too. So it's not even a man-woman thing who gives better head. I know I get off with penetration. So, no.
That's so amazing, because with the whole like clitoris-y movement of people understanding the clit and how it works now, it's almost like it's shifted. So fascinatingly enough, I had this conversation the other day with somebody who was like, men need to know more about the clit. And I was like,
right.
Yes.
Yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
Because it's like, you can't also ignore the other percentage of the population, because in many ways, the way that you orgasm is the enemy to majority of women. And I say that like to be said cautiously, because we're trying to, we as in, I don't orgasm from penetration. I require clitoris and like oral sex 100% of the time.
Shut up. And see,
yeah.
The way I'm saying shut up is the same way they're just like, shut up. You don't need fucking head. Who are you?
There's this book that's called Come As You Are, and she says it's based on the rule of thumb.
Okay.
So the distance between your clitoris and your vaginal opening, if it is shorter than the width of a thumb, you will more than likely be able to orgasm via penetration.
Interesting.
So I'd be curious to know when you go to the bathroom.
Girl, I'm gonna show you. Oh, I was just gonna show you.
Okay.
You tell me, what does it look like, girl? Like a thumb? Like a thumb space? No, that's very interesting.
Because the clit is probably too sensitive for you.
So that's the crazy part. Like, it's so funny because as I talk sex, people are like, girl, you're fucking confusing. Masturbating, I only come off my clit. I don't like shoving anything in my pussy. So I don't use dildos. I don't put vibrators in me. I like the sensation of a real actual cock.
Do you feel like your partners don't know how to translate what you like when you self-pleasure into their action?
I don't know. So there's a whole like routine I do. Like I'm very visual, so I have to watch porn while I play with my clit. And
do you need a vibrator?
So I have one now, and it's changing my life. I'm like, I should probably get the fuck rid of it because I'm literally just like, oh fuck guys, I don't really need y'all. This is amazing. But then I'm like, okay, no, I really just like the human body on top of me. I haven't even tried to bring it in. Like I said, when I can have a hard dick, that's what I want.
I'm curious about, you have gone through so many different changes.
A whole lot, yes.
And you have gone through times of different aspects mentally about sexuality. Physically, your body has responded different to sex.
Yes.
You also went through a very big weight loss journey as well too.
Yes.
I would love to know how that impacted your sexuality.
So yeah, I went from 230 pounds, mind you, I'm only 5'1", and now I'm about 155. So about 80 pounds I dropped, but for a long time, and even within my transition of losing weight, I realized the fetishism that existed with the men I was having sex with, because they would tell me, oh, don't lose any more weight. Like, you're gonna lose your hips, you're gonna lose your ass, the things I like about you, you're gonna lose. Or I remember even one guy who I had not even had sex with yet, he's like, well, can you sit on my face before you lose all that weight? And it wasn't until I started losing weight that those things started coming to the forefront. Like, holy shit, I'm being fetishized, people are using me, but still also maybe not promoting that they like bigger women. I remember wanting the lights off with having sex because I wasn't comfortable, even though I portrayed a, public, persona of body positivity and confidence. And as I walked in the room, I struck my size 18 jeans and things. I wasn't happy inside. And I'm seeing now too with sex, and how I choose my partners, I'm more confident in myself with doing it. But yeah, there's just a lot that's happened with over this last year and a half.
Do you notice a difference in the way that your body feels? Like literally the sensations around sexuality, have they changed?
No. I still like to think I'm thick. So
yeah.
I'm still throwing that ass back. But I notice difference in myself. Like, I'm looking in the mirror now. You could have the light on. I'm doing more positions. Like, I'm finding ways to ride. Like, I just rode a dick anally. Never would have thought I was going to do that in life.
What are some pro tips? Because I do think that you're a sex expert. I honestly
I'm
think
gonna take
you would be much better in bed than me. 100%. I know that without a shadow of a doubt. Jared, by all means.
Y'all can watch one day. I'll give y'all
one
some
day.
pointers.
Yes, you're missing out. What are some tips you would give to somebody to say, here's how you improve your bedroom badassery? 3 tips.
3 tips. Communicate. Whoever your partner is,
First of
communicate.
all, we need pro tips because we know that shit already.
Oh, do
if
you?
you're watching this channel, they know to communicate.
Okay. For oral, to make it sloppier, if you feel like, oh my God, my mouth is not wet, if you take it and you only have to gag once, put the dick to the very back of your throat. Just go down once and you're gonna get a gag reflex, but that's gonna create a lot of saliva in your mouth to where now you can spit on it if you want. You can go down the shaft. So that would be for sloppy head. Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God! If you're interested in going below the balls and possibly eating ass for the very first time, when you go down there, lick literally between the balls and the ass, get it really wet and through the head, keep all of the spit going, make the balls also very sloppy, And then what's happening is that saliva is going down to the ass. So then you could even just rub the spit up and down the ass with your knuckle. Don't scare them with the finger because they might think you're trying to poke them. Hey. But just with the knuckle, just rub it. And again, that can be before you even go all the way down there just to see if they're tensing up. Oh, for the big girls, for sure, when it comes to, I would say either if you're having sex with someone much smaller than you, or maybe their dick is not as big as you would please, be a force and be dominant and spread your own cheeks. So don't wait for the guy to figure out how to maneuver from the back. I think it's very easy from the back. So literally you can go and just spread even one. And that helps them get deeper into your pussy. It helps you feel more of whatever dick they are offering you. But you take all control of your body and you go to spreading and helping things get out of the way so he can get to your hole.
I love that tip just in general because when people say, oh, ban sexual partners, it's like you are the consistent. You are the common denominator in every sexual experience.
You are. So if he's not deep enough or you feel like maybe he's not getting it all in, you have to also be there. It's a partnership.
Yeah.
You're having sex. So yeah, he could probably be fucking you bad, but you're really not helping.
You got 2 hands.
You can help. So yes, you go back there and get that ass out the way so he can get deeper. So those are my 3 sex pro tips.
So great.